What's going on, guys? 24/7 Tech here. In this video, we're going to be comparing two smartwatches, the Fitbit Sense and the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3. Now, both of these are made by two of probably the top three Android smartwatch companies, Fitbit and Samsung. They've been the, big companies in the smartwatch game for a while now. And aside from the Apple Watch, these are, in my opinion, the top two companies which make smartwatches. Comment down below which one is yours, but the Fitbit Sense and the Galaxy Watch 3 are both their flagship offerings with the most features, the most things that they could cram in it, and they also charge the most price out of their Fitbits and Galaxy Watches as well. Stay tuned for an awesome video in which I compare these detailedly. I talk about their similarities, what you can expect with both of them, and the advantages of buying either one. Stay tuned for an awesome video, and if you want more awesome videos like this one, please subscribe down below. Every subscriber makes a huge difference. I need all the help that I can get from you guys, but let's get on with the video now. So let's start off with the common features that both of these have. First of all, they both have the basic fitness tracking ability, so steps, distance, heart rate, calories, miles, floors climbed, all that sort of stuff. Both of these have it. It's a basic feature that we've seen in even normal fitness trackers, and don't worry, you're getting it with both of these smartwatches. I know some of them don't have it, but these two, of course, do. They both also have sleep tracking, which is a special feature, and Samsung has actually got it improved for the Galaxy Watch 3 over last year's Galaxy Watch Active 2. It's pretty much identical to Fitbit's sleep tracking system. It gives you a sleep score, insights, patterns, which the Fitbit Sense also does. And I mean, even though Samsung took a page out of Fitbit's book, it's an amazing sleep tracking system. I still think Fitbit is a little better in giving you insights and patterns, but the Galaxy Watch 3 does have pretty much the same feature set as the Fitbit Sense for the sleep tracking mechanism. Let's talk about the advantages of the Fitbit Sense. So I'll say it at the beginning of this segment, and it's pretty obvious, this is the better health-focused smartwatch. It's much more health-oriented, and that's kind of what Fitbit's always been going for in the past 5-10 years with their product lineups, and this is no different. It has an EDA sensor which can monitor your stress, give you insights, and even patterns on your stress. So insights would pretty much be like, it reduce your stress by doing this type of thing, or maybe you're, having a rough day, just take a moment, take 5 to 10 minutes to relax, that type of stuff. And patterns can be detected after you keep wearing it and tracking your stress over a period of time, and it can tell you, when you're more stressed out and when you're, less stressed out. And it's something useful to just keep track of, in our busy lives. It's really useful to keep track of stress and to kind of monitor it as well. The Fitbit Sense also has a skin temperature sensor, which is pretty evidently to track, to keep track of the temperature of your skin. You can measure your skin temperature, and it's actually really useful in this global pandemic which we're in right now. I think it's a great feature. And I mean, we're in this whole pandemic thing, and a high fever is one of the symptoms. So, having this watch, you can just check your temperature instead of doing whatever else you would to check your temperature differently. Now, you can't really use all of these health features like sleep tracking, ECG, all that stuff without it taking a toll on your battery life. However, the Fitbit Sense has a great battery life at 6 days, which is really big. And I've been saying this all the time, Fitbits have the best battery life. The Fitbit Sense is no different. A 6-day battery life is much better than around 2 to 3 days, which I get on the Galaxy Watch 3. That's not too bad. It's what we actually see with smartwatches. The Apple Watch gets me 2 days of battery life, but this gets 6 days. And I think that's really useful to to take advantage of all of those health features, since it has an amazing battery life. The square design on the smartwatch as well is much better, and I prefer it over a circle design because it has much more screen space that you can use it. The actual display size is much bigger on a square smartwatch than the circle one, and this is useful. Even a smallest increase of display space makes a huge difference on your smartwatch. Since it's already so small, even a small difference can make a big deal. As I said previously in this video, guys, please subscribe down below. Every subscriber makes a huge difference. I make these videos to help you guys out, make a better purchase, either the Fitbit Sense or the Galaxy Watch 3. So just support me by subscribing down below. You can also go follow my Twitter and Instagram, where I create behind the scenes content, and I also talk about live tech updates. And there's tech is always changing. There's always so many events, so many products coming out, and I like tweeting about it. And you guys can go check those out as well. You can also go read my articles at the link medium.com/@247tech. I write awesome technology articles about the latest technologies. I write comparisons, and they're pretty much like this tech reviews, except in a written format. Let's talk about the advantages of the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3. First of all, the actual design is a more traditional watch. You know, it's a circle watch face. It's got a more look, it looks more like a normal watch to me than a smartwatch like the Apple Watch or the Fitbit Sense or the Fitbit Versa. It looks like a normal watch with, you know, a display, a rotating bezel, and all that type of stuff. And some people might prefer that so that it doesn't stick out like a smartwatch. It looks still fashionable maybe, and it just still gets all that smartwatch business done. It's a feature that a lot of people like, and I get. The Galaxy Watch 3 looks more like a normal watch. There's also a really nice rotating dial on the screen, and you might not even see this when you first wear the watch or even on in pictures. I'll try and show you with this picture, but there's an actual rotating dial on the side of the watch. It kind of blends in pretty nice, but it's actually really useful to look around apps, scroll around things, and it's a pretty useful, and it kind of seamlessly meshes into the design, which I really like. The app support is also better than the Fitbit. The Fitbit Sense did get increased app support for this year, for 2020, but the Galaxy Watch 3 just simply supports more apps, and I think for a smartwatch user, apps are pretty important. On my Apple Watch, I love using all the apps that they offer on there, and if you're that type of person, the Galaxy Watch 3 would be better than the Fitbit Sense. The Galaxy Watch 3 also has two sizes compared to the one-size-fits-all approach on the Fitbit Sense. It's got a 41 and a 45mm option. But don't be confused by this. The Fitbit Sense has the biggest display by far compared to these two as well. But it does have two different watch sizes, so the bands won't be too big for you. You can pick 41 or 45mm depending on how big or small your wrist is. It also has fall detection abilities, and when you take a hard fall, the Galaxy Watch 3 will notice this and contact emergency contacts, 911, that type of stuff. And it's a pretty useful feature, and if you want to buy it for someone as well who you think is at risk for falling down, for taking harder falls, this could be a good smartwatch to buy for them so that you can get immediately alerted and you can rush there, get them help, and, you know, keep moving on. The Galaxy Watch 3 is also better if you're in the Samsung ecosystem. I mean, they have the Galaxy Tab S7, you got the Samsung Galaxy Note 20, maybe the Z Fold 2, Galaxy Buds Live. There's so many different Samsung products, so they seamlessly integrate together. Of course, Samsung, the Galaxy Watch 3, and the Fitbit Sense work with iOS or Android devices. It'll just be a little better if you're in the Samsung ecosystem. Let's talk about the price and the release date. First of all, the Fitbit Sense is $329 and will start shipping on September the 25th. If you pre-order it, I think you can expect it in really early October. I think that's the right time to get it. And yeah, so that's how much a Fitbit Sense is and when it's going to come out. The Galaxy Watch 3 starts at $400, or $399 to be exact, which is $70 more than the Fitbit Sense. So the Galaxy Watch 3 actually has a bunch of different options to it. There's two different things that you can get. Either the 45mm option, which is an upgrade, and also the cellular option. The Fitbit Sense actually does not have a cellular option at all, which is something we've been seeing in smartwatches in the past few years. To get the Galaxy Watch 3 and a 45mm option, you have to spend an extra $30. To get cellular, you need an extra $50. So if you have a bigger wrist and you want the cellular capabilities, it'll be $480 for the smartwatch, which is insane amounts of money, and that's a whole lot more than the Pixel 4a, which in my opinion is a great value. The Galaxy Watch 3 is quite a bit more expensive than the Fitbit Sense, and if you add on those upgrades and all that stuff, it's gonna be really expensive. So here are my final thoughts about both of these devices. I think that there are two boats in the Android smartwatch. The Fitbit Sense takes a more health-focused approach, and the Galaxy Watch 3 takes a more smartwatch-based approach, you know? It's more focusing on that rounded dial, the more polished design, you could say. It's got much more app support, which is kind of the game-changing thing for me. And however, the Fitbit Sense takes a more health approach. You've got the ECG, you've got EEA, you've got the skin temperature sensor. You know, there's so many different health features that you have on the Fitbit Sense compared to the Galaxy Watch 3, which is more app, smartwatch-based. However, aside from that app support and maybe the rounded dial, I really don't think that the Galaxy Watch 3 is much better than the Sense in any other way. Maybe for the options, the flexibility that you get, you know, you could get cellular, 41mm or 45mm, but the actual core of the watch, I feel like the Fitbit Sense is just a much more polished product and a better product, in my opinion. The square design allows for more space, you've got so many more health capabilities. It's a much thinner and lighter watch as well. I mean, it's going to be much more comfortable on your wrist than the Galaxy Watch 3, and it's, keep in mind, $70 cheaper, and if you do have a bigger wrist, the Fitbit Sense will fit you because it has a bigger band, of course, whereas the Galaxy Watch 3 is going to charge you $30 extra for that 45mm option. I personally think the Fitbit Sense is more of a polished All around smartwatch, there's just a few major gripes about it. Mainly the app support, that's a huge thing, and maybe the flexibility as well. You know, if you want cellular on that watch, you're just not going to get it. However, if app support is a huge thing for you like it is for me on the smartwatch, I think you might have to wait for maybe the Fitbit Sense 2 or just get the Galaxy Watch 3 because app support on the Fitbits are just not there yet. I hope the Fitbit Sense 2 makes that better, but the Galaxy Watch 3 is better in app support. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe down below. Subscribing makes a huge difference. I need all the help that I can get from you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.